And we are live. What's up, beasties? Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to another episode of Beast Friends Forever with me. It's me, it's Triple B. We've got fun times up ahead and another author for you to be read. Just remember what your beastie said and be Beast Friends Forever with me. Woo! We got an awesome show today. A little early afternoon. It's been that kind of day. A little early afternoon edition of Beast Friends Forever. And I have an awesome guest today. Someone that I've been talking to, setting this up in the background, and they are just fantastic. They have some really cool books: thriller, horror, historical fiction, body horror, whatever your cup of tea is. This author has it. So I'm excited for you guys to meet them, get to hear their story, and learn about them and their books. It's going to be a great time. So without further ado, who's here? It's my good friend, Sarah R. New.
Hello, thank you for having me.
Of course. Thank you so much for being here. How's your day going today?
Oh, it's late for me. It's like 8:30, so I was like, oh, everything
How
calmed
did your
down.
day go?
Yeah,
Yeah.
lots of uni stuff today, but it is what it
Oh
is.
yeah. I know. I still, after doing you are number 143 of these, and I still forget what time zones and stuff. I just always think it's the same time for everybody. It
Every
takes time
time
to figure
someone's
that
like,
out.
oh, my podcast is at 5 p.m., and I'll go and look it up on YouTube. I'm like, no, it's not. It's not.
Oh man, I know. It's wild. It's wild. We got a packed house already here. We got some awesome guests popping in. I'm gonna show who we got here. We got Mr. S.S. Fitzgerald is here. He is here. And of course, we got Saffron here. Let's see. Here we go. Excited for the show, Sarah.
Saffron.
Yeah, yeah. And then of course, SS is chanting your name as well. There we go.
Oh, now it's getting to be like a cult.
I know. Well, and let's see. Let's see if our good friend Matt Falcon left another comment yet, because here we go. I don't want to show that first one. I want to keep this monetized, Matt. This is a family station. But Matt
And yet you
Falcon
put
is
me on
here.
it.
That's true. That's true. What was I thinking? Keys is here. What's up, Keys? Thanks for being here, man. Let me make sure. Mark Kleinexel's here. What's up, Mark? Thanks for being here. Appreciate you. Uh, that's right. That was my audition tape. I'm sending it in right now. Uh, almost on key. I was so close, Matt. So close. But for everybody that is already in there and commented, we appreciate you being here. If you are someone who just pops in, listens while you're working, hangs out, and doesn't like to comment, that's okay too. But if you do think of a question for Sarah, pop it in there and I will ask her. And for everybody watching on replay, we also appreciate you. For everybody, in the description down below, I have all of Sarah's books linked and her website, so check all that out. Because after you hang out with her for the next hour, you're going to want to, because she's so cool. So let's get rolling.
Really lovely sentiment. We'll see.
I think all these people here chanting your name have proven that it's true. Man,
I've managed to, I don't know, get in their heads somehow. Yeah, my arch nemesis. He gets very upset when I call him bestie. So
well, yeah, you can call him that, and he can't do anything except for type. So
he can't really do anything anyway. We're in different countries.
that's true. That's true. Never put it past him, though. I mean, he does have that costume, the Falcon costume. He could probably fly there.
You know what? It would almost be worth it.
Almost.
Almost.
Oh no! See,
The last moments of like a giant man dressed as a falcon coming at you, like
that's not usually
that would be a good book.
Oh man! All right, I'm sure this will come up at some point, but I am illy prepared for the Womble question. We got some more people popping in here too. J.R. Carell, an awesome indie author as well. What's up, J.R.? How's it going, man? He just interviewed Jim Butcher on his channel, which is pretty awesome. Not too shabby, my friend. Uh, Matt says he can piss people off easily, but not you because you're a saint. Look at that.
I am a saint, yeah. I've been canonized
Yeah, that's
recently, but
well, Saint Sarah, thanks for being here. We appreciate it.
oh, I was like, that sounds so awful.
Oh man. All right. Well, so why don't we start off? I introduced you already, but why don't you just tell everybody what genre of books you write, and then we can dive in and talk about your books individually and all that stuff.
Well, you would think that I would prepare something by now. I typically write horror. I've got 2 horror books out, AMISSIS LIBERIS and Hypochondria, but I also write film analysis over on Substack, and I've sort of also like messed around with like some speculative fiction in the past. I used to focus very much on short form, short stories, and now I'm sort of more into novellas.
Very cool. Oh, I love novellas. I love a good novella. This is a nice, quick, fun read. And I'm sure that takes a different approach than writing a full length novel. But I feel like novellas are getting big because people have, there's so many big, chunky books out there. It's nice to have a good story, but in a nice small package every once in a while.
I always think there's also a sense of accomplishment. Like once, like if you're in a reading slump or something, I
Yes.
know that I've gone through them, whereas like nothing has felt right to read. But you sit down and you read like 100-page novella, you feel accomplished. It kind of like pulls you out of that a little bit.
Yeah, I agree. That's 100% true. It makes you feel good because a novella is still a book. You don't. Most people don't even understand book novella. Besides us that are entrenched in the reading world and writing world, you can just say I finished a book. Doesn't matter
Exactly.
if it was 80 pages or
Who's gonna
400.
know? Who's gonna know? Unless you tell them, just don't tell them. Like
Exactly. E.L. Montague is here. He always loves it when I do these early interviews.
I'm sorry, this is my fault because I refused to stay up to like 1 o'clock. I did that with Mike Mulman, and then he spent the entire show just laughing at me for being tired. I was like, I'm not doing it again.
Oh man. Yep, I know. That's wild. I always try to make it work for you guys because that would be hard to do an interview with that in the middle of the night like
I'm
that.
chronically ill. I get tired.
Hey, that is fair. Thanks for being here, EL. Appreciate you, man. All right. Let's see. Make sure I didn't miss anybody. Okay. So that is awesome. I'll have to add after we're done. I'll figure out your subchat. Good Substack. I can't talk today. Your Substack
Right,
link, and I'll get it in the description. Yeah, I know, right? I'll get it in the description too, so people can check that out as well. That's fun. I made a Substack account, but I haven't done anything with it yet. But Substack is cool. It offers a lot of awesome things for writers, I think.
Yeah, I'm quite enjoying it. It's nice to just sort of play around, I think, with like writing stuff that I wouldn't necessarily put on. Like at the minute, I'm doing a master's degree in creative practice, and I'm
Awesome.
sort of documenting what I'm doing on that, it's quite nice to have a record, I think.
Oh yeah, for sure. That's awesome. Very cool. I like that. How far along are you? How much further do you have to go to get your master's?
I'm about halfway through. I'm like 5
Nice.
months into it, and I finish at the end of September, so just under
Oh
halfway
yeah,
through.
you're almost there. That's awesome.
No, I'm really enjoying it, and I don't want to like
Oh, you don't
go
want it to
back
be
to
done?
normal
Okay,
after
then
it.
then you have so far to go. It's gonna take
I
forever.
know. I'm desperately trying to get them to hire me after I leave. I was like, I'm really good at this. I could
Yeah,
really help.
right. Just let me hang around.
Yeah.
Oh man,
I
that's
can go
true.
back to Sweden like 3 times a year.
Oh
Like,
gosh, that's awesome. I've always wanted to go to Sweden. I've never
oh,
been though.
Sweden's lovely.
Ah,
Like, it's really nice. We do these residential weeks, and we go to this retreat on a lake outside of the main cities, and you are stuck there. I'm actually physically stuck there because when you come in, you have to go down a hill,
mhm.
and I can't get up the hill unassisted, which
Oh
is why I think they make sure that I'm down at the bottom of the hill and they just leave me there.
yeah.
They're like, she's not going anywhere. That's one that we've got.
Good. Oh man. There's worse places to be stuck, right?
I know, it was frozen over this time, which was really cool. Like,
Yeah.
we don't get
Very
that
true.
in the UK. Like,
That's true. That's true. Yeah, and I mean, I've never seen it in person, but pictures of snowy Sweden always just look really nice. So I'm sure it's beautiful. Uh, SS said he wished he knew about Substack before he made a website because a lot of people just use
yeah,
Substack as their website. But
same.
Matt makes a good point though. Websites can be helpful on their own as well.
Matt's also fixed the website for me. Thank you, Matt.
Good
The
old
amount
Matt.
of times I've been like, "I have broken it, please can you help?" And he's like,
Oh
"Okay,
no.
right, it's fine. Take a breath and we'll look at it together."
Yep, that's good. Good man, good man. Very nice. All right, well, let's talk a little bit about your books individually. So, I guess let's work backwards. Well, did you have a new project you want to talk about now or later?
No, I've not done with the new project yet.
Okay.
I should be, and then today my beta reader came back where it was like, "I want an epilogue," so I spent the day writing an epilogue.
Oh, that's nice. That's nice. How's that going? Epilogues probably aren't easy to write.
Oh, she loves it.
Oh, good.
She
That's
says it's her
good.
favourite part of the book, which I'm a little bit worried about, but I think it's also because I've written it specifically for her, you know?
Oh, yeah, that's true. She can probably tell.
Yeah.
Very nice. All right. Well, then let's go back to most recent book that you released, which would be Hypochondria, right?
Yeah.
Ah, such a it's that's like an iconic cover right there.
Oh,
It just
thank you.
it makes
And
you think of
that
so many
that
things.
that
Oh,
would be so easy to read,
I love
like,
that. Look at that.
yeah.
So tell us about that one. Give me the old author blurb that I know is so much fun to come up with, or you can just read it.
I'm not gonna read it 'cause I've written a better one since, and I'm really annoyed with myself
Oh
about it.
shoot, there you go. Well, then give us the good one that you like.
So, Hypochondria is, a very personal story to me. It's, based on this character called Emma, who lives a quite isolated life, after the death of her mother the year previous, and she gets, this oh my god, sorry. She gets this letter through the post telling her that she needs to go in for a breast cancer screening, and then everything sort of devolves from there. She spirals into health anxiety, and which leads her to take some quite sort of daring moves. There's a lot of body horror. It's very psychological, though. It's kind of gross in parts. I have had feedback. Poor Ellen Holmes did tell me that she did nearly faint at one part. She might forgive me
Oh,
one
Ellen.
day. But
Oh man.
it's very personal to me. I came up with the idea after getting this really traumatic diagnosis, and then it's very much filled with a lot of health stuff that's happened to me over the years. Um, so I don't. It's very personal, and I'm very proud of it. I mean, it's not everyone's cup of tea because of what it is, but I'm very proud of it.
That's
I
good.
told you the brain fog's got me. Sorry.
That's okay. No, you're doing
I was
awesome.
like, it's about chronic illness, and my chronic illness was like, bet.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I can come out now. Okay. Um, I think that's awesome. I actually really like body horror. And I feel like it goes hand in hand so well with psychological stuff. Like it just you can't really have one. It's hard to have one without the other in that genre. But I mean, it can. I get that some people feel it can get gross, but I feel like I don't know. That's just part of it, and it doesn't really bother me. But I love when authors. Well, two things. One, I love that you took something personal from your own life and you put it into a story. I always think that makes something feel so real, and I just think that's awesome. But then I also love that the psychological stuff when you really dive into what somebody's going through, and I feel like every person can relate in some way to stories like that, even if it's not specifically something they've gone to. But when you see a character struggling and you're with them through the whole book, I feel like it can be such a I don't know, just a really cool experience. So I'm excited to read that. I've been wanting to check it out anyway, but now I'm even more excited after you just talked about it.
Oh, well, the ebook is also only like £1.99. So
Yeah, I saw that. Yep, it's linked in the description down below.
Yeah. I'm really good at promoting my books.
Yeah, there you go. Look at that. Bam. Epic Social Care said Hypochondria was such a
Oh,
good read. There we go.
hi! That's someone on my course.
Oh, nice. That's awesome. There you go.
I was talking about it on the course, and everyone was so lovely about it and so receptive. And I had somebody just buy it then, like then and there, and read it while we were in Sweden. It was
Mm,
so lovely to be
that's cool.
supported in that way. And I did bully my tutor into buying a copy as well. So it worked out really well.
Nice. That's good. That's
Whether
good.
he's read it, I don't know. He won't answer messages, but it's probably a good thing. I don't actually want to know. I
Yeah,
think
right, right.
there's always a weird thing, isn't there? Was everyone's like, "Oh, I bought your book and I'm going to read it," and I'm like, "Oh, don't tell me that."
You're like, good, and now I'm
Yeah,
nervous.
don't tell me you've read it until like, and if you didn't like it, don't tell me that.
Yeah, right. Yeah. Only tell me about it if you liked it.
Yeah,
If you don't like it, let's just pretend you got busy and you haven't read
yeah.
it. I get that. I want to ask this question from EL before we get too far down the comment section. He wanted to know what the painting with the white face was on your door.
That one.
Yeah, I think.
It's No Face from Spirited Away.
Oh, nice. Classic. Spirited Away. That's cool.
I was like, if I try and get it, I am gonna fall over.
Yeah, don't do it.
I don't really want to do that.
For a second, when you pointed back to it, I thought you were just going to grab it. I'm like, it's like depth perception. It looks so far away.
It
But yeah,
is far away. I won't
don't
make it.
go for it. We don't want to watch you fall.
You see, I have hypermobility spectrum disorder. I'm bendy. I'm not that bendy. I will break something.
Yeah, it won't end well. It won't
No,
end well. We don't want that.
no.
Uh, oh, here we go. There we go. Like you said, fellow student and massive fan. Uh, it was equally mesmerizing and terrifying. I read in a secluded foreign country. There you go.
But at least you weren't in the room by yourself, in the building by yourself, like I was.
Oh no, that is a little scary.
Yeah.
Uh, and EL, that's what he thought it was from Spirited Away. So there you go. Could tell. Good eye. Um, all right. So what made you decide to go? I know it makes sense that you were going the psychological route and everything, but when from the beginning did you think you were going to go the body horror route with it as well, just because it kind of went with the illness and all that stuff, or was that something that came out once you started trying to figure out how to tell the story?
I've always been very much like a pantser. I kind of have I have an outline in that I have like half a page of bullet points
Hmm.
that I know beats that are going to go in. I just don't know how I'm going to quite get to them. And so I always kind of had these ideas like floating around. I didn't realize to the extent that it would come through until it wasn't even the first draft, it was like the second draft I was rereading. I was like, this isn't right, and something else has to go in. And that's how I sort of came up with one of the things that happens. But as I said, it is a very personal thing. Pretty much everything that happens to Emma or she experiences, I've had the thoughts myself. So I very much sort of drew on, well, if I was sort of in that position now, where would my next thought go, if that makes sense?
Yeah, that
I
doesn't
don't
make
really want to spoil it. But like there's a bit with a tooth that there's exact I had that exact
Oh
thing
no, really?
happen, and I was like, right, no, you have to just go to the
Oh
dentist now.
man.
Luckily, my dentist is 5 minutes away from my house, so I was like,
Oh, that's good. Well, that's interesting to know. So I'll remember that when I read it. And for anybody watching, when you get to the tooth part, remember that's a true story.
yeah,
Somewhat.
at least thank God for the NHS. Like,
Oh man, yeah, exactly. All right. So your other book is a very interesting
oh
change from that one.
yes,
This is like historical fiction and like a thriller, mystery.
yeah, it's kind of a little bit of all of it. I kind of describe it to people as like a historical horror is the
I love
sort of
it.
easiest way to talk about it.
Historical horror. I like that. Okay.
And it was very inspired by Mike Flanagan's The Fall of the House of Usher.
Oh,
I
nice.
have to be really careful when I talk about it because I keep trying to call it The Haunting of the House of Usher, and it's not.
Right, all his different ones he's made.
Yeah,
He makes such good shows.
he really does, and I think he really gets, like, the gothic genre, which is what I
Mhm.
was trying to get with AMISSIS LIBERIS. Um, and I also am, like, weirdly, um I have a weird special interest in Queen Victoria and with royal people, like, in general, because I think they're fascinating, because they're like us. I don't believe that royals are, like, people who we should look up to. They're
Mhm.
just the same as us. It's
Right.
an accident of birth why they're in
Yeah, right.
those
Right.
positions, but they're also not like us because they've grown up in a generational Big Brother,
Yeah,
and
that's true.
so their minds are, I can't even imagine what it's like in their minds, which is what I try to do a bit with AMISSIS LIBERIS because Queen Victoria does feature in it. But it's very much the story of these two families, but in particular, these two matriarchs who just decide they're going to destroy each other after this big inciting incident.
Ooh, that sounds fun.
It is and it isn't. I was like, "Oh, this was messed up. Why did I write this?" But, yeah.
But then you were in it, so you had to just go.
Yeah, sometimes a story grabs you, and that's the time it wants to be told, and you just kind of have to go along with it. I'm very much a sort of vibe reader and,
Mhm.
like, vibe writer. I sort of, it's kind of like everything in my life, like, if I like to travel quite a lot, and people are like, "Oh, where are you planning to go next?" I was like, "I'll find out when it tells me." Like, I know now it's gonna be Sweden, but that's not on me. Like,
If it was, that is where you'd wanna go, right?
probably. I'm not in control at the minute, and I feel very weird about it.
Yeah, that is always hard when you don't know what's going to come next. So, like you said, since you're enjoying the now, just enjoy the now and worry about what's next when that next comes. Right?
Yes.
That's all you can do. Uh, very cool. Well, so was it just like your fascination with the Royals that made you think of this idea, or was it what was it? I get the horror part. You were going for that kind of from Mike Flanagan type stuff, but was it just how did the combination come about? Like, how did it just strike you to be like, ooh, I'm going to write this kind of story?
I kind of get to a point where I'll watch something and it'll have a certain trope
Hmm.
or a certain, like, setting or subgenre that I want to write in. And normally I sort of get the genesis of an idea from there. I have this notebook that's just filled with, like, pages upon pages upon pages of stories that I want to write one day. But I don't know, a lot of the time it kind of, like, I kind of have to discover it. I sort of mess around with some stuff. It emerged to me as a family saga very early on. Um, I knew I wanted it to be Gothic, so it kind of then automatically lent itself to the time period. And because I had the Queen Victoria thing going on, I was like, right, that makes sense. That's sorted.
That makes sense. That tracks. Yeah.
Yeah.
Very cool. Well, I think that's a really fun mix. I also really like that time period, and I really like Mike Flanagan stuff. So you're two for two for me with wanting me to read your stuff now that I've heard you talk about it more. I
Oh,
think
well,
anybody that
I'll let you.
interacts. What's that?
I'll let you.
Oh, good. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. But I think anybody that meets you or interacts with you or sees you on something wants to read your books already because you're pretty awesome. But
Oh,
hearing you
thanks.
talk about them makes me want to read them even more. So I'm excited to check them out. And then you've got something that you're working on now. Um, do you do you see yourself kind of always doing these one shot standalone type things, or do you ever want to write like a series or interconnected stuff?
You know what? I would love to write a series, but I just don't think that I have the right type of brain for it. I love reading series. I love
Mhm.
seeing all the interconnected things. I just don't really think it's me in the way I write. Um, I don't really always have a lot of time for subplots, and I feel like I would need
That's fair.
subplots. Um, I do have this story idea that I want to do, in a few years, which would be a sort of companion piece to Hypochondria.
Ooh, okay.
It would be like a different story, different
Yeah,
people, but I would link it in.
that's cool.
And I've been very inspired by Jan recently. I can't say his surname. Who does the Hartmouth Horrors,
Oh yeah, yeah.
because obviously he has the place of Hartmouth where all of his stuff is set. So I was
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
well, I'm very inspired, and I've kind of got a town in mind where I was set a load of things, but that's honestly because I keep losing track of where I'm set in places. So I think from now on there might just be references to this town. It won't be like Jan's work. Jan's work is incredible, and I really look up to him. And he was really complimentary about hypochondria.
Oh,
It
nice.
was it's so weird that it's because there's certain people that you get to know in the community and you talk to a lot, and I've always very much looked up to Jan, and he'll message me sometimes. He'll be like, "Oh, I've just reviewed this. I've just done this," and I'll be like, "Oh my god, Jan's talking to me." You know, I see him very
Okay.
much as an authority, in a good way. In a
Yeah,
good, I look up to him a lot.
that's awesome.
And Matt's going to go back and be like, "Have you heard she said this about you?" But
Well, it's on the interwebs now for
it's on the
everyone.
internet, yeah. And if you do that, Matt, I will come to your house and I will beat you up, and I will
Oh,
steal your wife.
he's on the phone right now.
He probably is. He's got nothing better to do.
Oh, right, right. See, and then yeah. I mean, that last name is so easy to pronounce. Who would have a hard time with that last name? uh, of course, DVS members, very cool. Dark Veil Society, check
I
them
know,
out.
and they haven't invited me to be one of
Ooh.
them yet.
You hear that, guys? Come on,
Just
get on it.
tempting, but
EL has to pop out. Thanks for being on here, man. And you are welcome. Thanks for being here. Let's see. Saffron came back on, said that Hypo is fabulous, as is Mrs. Liberis and your new one. So there you go. Get
she has
excited.
read it. She has read the new one, and she actually read the epilogue today as well.
Oh, nice. Good. I was wondering. Uh, okay, here we go. Here's a good spelling breakdown for anyone, because I've heard a lot about Jan's books and seen him on some other interviews, and yeah, I think it sounds pretty awesome. So let's see, Mikolazovich. Sounds easier when it's when it's broken down. Forget the next time I go to say it. I'm sure. um, ooh, things are getting heated in the comments.
He can't help himself, really.
He can't.
Bless him.
That's why we love.
Like, I could read at like the age of 4 or something, like fluently, which my school teachers were very impressed with. And then I was writing, I think I found a story a few years ago. I was 6, I think. And then I remember when I was
Oh,
in primary school, I would have been about 8 or 9. I wrote a story called The Toilet Monsters, because in the UK all our buildings are very old, and the drains were really loud. So I wrote a story about there being monsters in the toilets.
oh man,
I know, like groundbreaking, and
that
I
is.
used to write them all out by hand and then distribute them through the year group, and it got really popular. And then I wrote a sequel, and then I was told off, and it was like, "Stop doing that." Stop
That's
doing.
crazy.
And then obviously, as I got older, I went through that classic teenage girl writing fan fiction stage, as I think most of us did. And and when I went to university, I kind of just dropped off from it and ended up in script writing for a little bit. And then a few years ago, I was like, actually, I want to go back into fiction writing, like writing books and stuff.
Hmm.
So that's what I did.
Very cool. I like it. I keep looking off to the side here because I always have the stream on another device. I was trying to see. It looks like maybe it froze up for a second,
Oh
but
no.
it sounds like it's back working. It looks like it's working on my end here too, so that's good. Let us know if it freezes up again and doesn't doesn't come back. It's bound to
It's
happen.
like the internet's decided that's enough of me today.
That's enough. Yeah, you're done.
I
Done.
don't blame it. I'm sick of me too.
Uh, I'm sure it has something to do with the time of day. All my kids are getting home from school now, and they're on their tablets, and they probably also have the TV on, so they can listen to something else while they're on their tablets. So the internet is probably getting fully used right now. uh, well, that's pretty awesome. We're glad that you 6 years old. That's insane. That's impressive, first of all. But we're glad that you stuck to writing and that you have released these books and that you're in this community. And I think I can speak for everybody that say that we're glad that you are here, my friend. And that's a pretty awesome journey. So keep at it, because I'm excited to see what else you come up with. And basically, you came up with skivity toilets before anybody else, is what you're saying.
I was just like, oh God. I don't even know what that means. I'm too old. Like,
I don't either. I just remember my kids talking about it. It's like some dude's head coming out of the toilet, all creepy, and then there's like toys of it now, and they're making a movie supposedly.
I'm not even that old, but I feel so much like that meme that's like old man yells at cloud all the time now. I don't get it. I was
Yep.
talking to my cousin and she was miming being on the phone and she went like this and I was like, how dare you? What is that meaning? Like,
What is that? How dare you? Oh man, I know it's wild. It's tough being in the in being older. Because I'm a teacher, and I it's not so bad when I taught the younger kids, but middle school and high school, it's like I'm always behind. I'll try to be cool and say something, and they're like, "That's like so old. We stopped saying that a week ago." You know,
oh God, not a
it's
week
not
ago.
cool anymore.
I don't know. Teaching high school must be its own kind of hell. I can't imagine it.
It is. It
I've
is.
had people say to me, they'd be like, "You'd be a great teacher." I would be terrible. I'd be
Well, the kids would
absolutely
love you because you're hilarious, but
we'd get nothing done.
yeah, I know. I know. Sometimes I have that problem. I enjoy just interacting with them more than actually the teaching part sometimes, but
I'd
we
start
get there.
playing up.
We
I'll
get
be
there.
like, "Here's Poltergeist." I don't care. Like,
Enjoy.
yeah.
Grace Walker just popped in here. She was on the last episode of BFF. Thanks for being here, Grace. Appreciate you being here. And here we go. The world is better with Sarah hassling us to buy her books. There you go.
I feel like I'm not too bad with that. I forget to do it quite a lot of the time, unless I'm in Sweden, of course, and I have a captive audience who physically cannot leave.
True.
Yeah.
True.
I got a lot of
Then you're
sales out that week.
Oh man. All right. So let's talk a little bit about your process when you're writing. So the first question you kind of already answered, but I always like to ask if somebody is pantser or plotter or somewhere in the middle. It sounds like you're pretty firmly entrenched on the pantsing side.
Yeah, although with a book that I'm writing at the minute, I'm doing an epistolary novella.
Oh,
And I had to write it all out because I had to kind of know
yeah.
what was going on, what was going to be written as a text log or an email. So I wrote it all out on a script, on a scroll even,
Okay.
um,
That's
which
cool.
people love the scroll. I don't understand it, but yeah, it's traveled internationally. It's people love it. The book isn't even anywhere near done, but people like give us an update on
Yeah.
the scroll. Is it okay? I've had to make it its own little quiver so it doesn't get like damaged.
Oh
It
man.
did get me stopped at the airport actually. They were like, "Oh, what's this?" And I was like, "Oh, it's a scroll. It's got my book on. Do you want to see?" They were like, "No."
We just wanted to know what it was.
They're like, "Yeah, we don't. We really don't want to see. That's enough." I was like, "Oh,
You're
I
like,
don't
"Give me
like
it."
it."
Oh man, that's pretty cool though. I like that. That's exciting. Now you're gonna make me ask you for updates on it.
Yeah,
That's cool. Uh, so you'd say that maybe like normally you'd be a pantser, but depending on the project, like I'm sure the your historical fiction, you had to do a little more research than you would have with Hypochondria, that you could really just almost write from your own experiences. You didn't have to do as much.
no, I don't think I did anything for Hypochondria. I think I literally had like a page of half a page of notes, and
Hmm.
that's it. and it was more like a timeline thing. It was like,
Yeah.
remember to put this in, remember to put this in,
Right.
and that was kind of it. And after the first draft, it was abandoned completely. With Mrs. Liberis, there was a bit more, but a lot of it's very sort of internal. It's not so much like in society. It's very much like these two warring families. So it was more about the sort of court atmosphere and how that would work.
Okay. Very cool. All right.
I really struggle with big projects that have a lot of world building or a lot of
Mhm.
research, because I find that it's very easy for me to get distracted
Yeah.
and not write. So, which is why I don't tend to. I tried to write a fantasy novel, and I just got so entrenched into it,
Mhm.
into the world building and the planning, that I was like, I'm not actually going to ever get this done.
Yeah, I could see that being a problem for anybody. Like, I mean, that part's so fun when you dive in and you start creating and thinking of all these things and researching other things. It's very easy to get distracted. So it's good that you recognize that about yourself, so that you
Yeah,
can get these books done instead of keep being lost in world building for something. So
yeah. Just write your own experiences, and you can't get too lost with that one.
yeah, that's true. That's true. Very true. Okay. Um, Next up, I always like to ask. I feel like when somebody's first writing out and publishing books, there can be a couple things that can be tough for a new writer. One is dialogue. A lot of times people talk about how dialogue can be tough. The other one is action scenes. Um, have you had any trouble with anything in particular starting out that you feel like from your first, when you first started writing to now, that you feel like has improved? That was really a struggle in the beginning, but not so much now.
I don't know, just like all of it, just all of it. I don't know. I have this issue with dialogue because I tend to write dialogue by saying it out loud to
Mm,
myself to hear how it
yeah,
sounds
that's
if it
smart.
was said, but then it makes me look like a lunatic if I'm writing in public. Um,
Yeah, that's true.
there's this one place that I go in London where every so often they'll come in and be like, "Oh, it's help, just leave her alone." Like,
It's
I've
that
had a
one that talks to yourself again.
I've looked up a couple times and other people have been like,
They're hiding their kids behind them,
yeah,
moving them away.
they're like, "Oh God, the weirdo's here again." But I was like,
Oh
This
man,
is central London, everyone's weird."
that's true. There you go. Oh man, that's pretty cool though. Well, let me. I'm going to skip ahead then. I usually ask this question later, but I'll ask it now since you brought up going out to write. So, do you kind of switch it up how you write? Do you go places, write at home, write at different times of the day, or are you a creature of habit in some ways? How do you handle that? Do you have preferences for when you are writing?
Oh, I wish I was a creature of habit. I think part of the issue is I'm very lucky in that at the moment I'm only doing the degree, so
Hmm.
it's not like I'm having to work around a job as well. But the other issue is being disabled and chronically ill. How you feel changes.
Hmm.
For me, it can change hour by hour. Um, and it's not even just like with the mental stuff, with the brain fog. It's a lot physically with me. I'm in, not to trauma dump, but I'm pretty much in constant pain, and I have been for the last few years. So it's like I need to find somewhere to sit, like that I can
Hmm.
support my joints, which are too wobbly. The other day I sat down to try and write something out by hand, and I physically couldn't hold a pen. Um, Even though that all my best writing is like done by hand. But I do try and push myself. I don't have a routine because I find if I have a routine, I'll end up having a flare up, and then it makes the guilt worse for not
Hmm.
writing. So I just try to write when I can, as much as I can. And then, like, if I'm going out for the day, I tend to have to program in breaks anyway. Um, so like for instance, like last month I was going out and I was like, right, I'm gonna go out, I'm gonna write during lunch, then I go and see a film, and then I'm gonna have another break and I'll do some more writing, and then I go to the comedy show. Because then it also means that I'm able to like extend my energy for that period of time as well. I'm very lucky in that I have a good few spots around central London that I can just dip into. I know where I am. I'm like, I can get there easy. And they've all been very nice to me so far, you know?
That's good. That's really nice. Um, I think that is. a really good point with your stuff that you have to be willing to adjust, and it's different every day, like you said. Do you ever feel like, depending on how you feel that day, if you're having a worse day or a better day, does it affect your writing like tone? Do you feel like it ever does? Like if you're having a bad day, and you're feeling more pain or more frustrated and you go to write, are you able to turn that off? And when you're writing, it doesn't affect you, or do you feel like it makes you want to write maybe in a darker place versus when you're having a good day, you want to write in a lighter place?
I tend to write chronologically, so but it can be kind of helpful to skip forward a little bit. If I'm having a really bad day, I notice that I prefer to write action scenes. I think because the energy feels what I'm feeling sort of translates better. I think this also really helps translate within the genre as well.
Oh yeah.
Um, like I've tried to write speculative or something else, and it doesn't really work on a high pain day, but I can get away with horror on a high pain day because I think that emotion sort of like comes into the text in a way. I don't know. I see it very, very much like baking in a way. If you bake, I find that if I bake something and I'm feeling sad, I can taste it in what I've baked.
Hmm.
And I think if I'm feeling something really overly much, I can read it in what I've written.
Wow. Okay.
And then rereading Hypochondria and also Cat Food, my one that's hopefully released in June.
Oh
If
man, I
I can
love that
tell,
name.
I can hear it in both.
Very cool. Okay. I wondered because I mean it would make sense that it would. That's such a big part of your life. So I think that as a creative, like you like to use that stuff from your life, it's gonna affect your writing. So I just want to say on a side note that I think it's pretty inspiring what you do. That you've been able to write what you write. You're going after your dream, despite the illness issues that for some people would have sidelined them and made them not go after those dreams. So I know
Oh, thank
you're hilarious and we're always joking, but just seriously for a minute, I think that's awesome, and you inspire me and a lot of other people too.
oh, thank you. I don't really do serious.
I know. That's why I'm saying.
I I
Well, we'll
really
get back to
struggle
the
with it.
jokes, but you should be proud of yourself, and you're inspiring a lot of people that want to go after their dream that see you doing the same. So I think it's awesome. And here we go. Cat food is fabulous. That is a cool name. I can't wait to have you on again when that one comes out and talk all about all about how that one came to be.
Like, I'll come in, you'll be like, "What's wrong with you?" Like, "How long we got?" Like,
Oh yeah, yeah, exactly right. Trinity just popped in here. What's up? Thanks for being here. Another awesome indie author. Yeah, we're kind of right on the cusp. It's definitely evening for Sarah though. It's
yes,
getting late.
it's nearly 9:30 in the evening here.
It's wild to me. It just I'll never be able to wrap my head around that around that when I look outside and it's raining, so it's not exactly daylight here, but but then it's dark where you are and it's almost bedtime. It's just
I
wild.
think it's rained every day this year in the UK.
That's just how I always picture it in the UK. I just picture it being rainy like all the time.
Everyone's
Uh,
like, "Oh my god, it's so gross and cold," and I'm like, "Yeah, it's February."
yeah, exactly. That's pretty normal in most places to be cold in
Yeah.
February. Uh, let's see. Okay. Let me backtrack now since I hopped forward a little bit. So as far as when you're working on a project and you want to get it done by a certain time, you talked about this a little bit? Do you always try to write every day some amount, or do you just write when you're feeling up to it and able to, so that you don't put too much pressure on yourself?
I don't really think about it, to be honest.
That's
I
good.
really try and, fit it in when I can.
Yeah.
Like, at the minute, with my MA, it's in creative practice, so I'm obviously doing the
Oh
author
yeah,
thing
yeah.
for it, and my dissertation, as it were, my major project, I'm trying to write 2 books. If I ever get started on the second book, and I was very lucky because with the first one, I put a draft of it in as the assignment for that module, and I just managed to get into a state of hyper focus and spent an entire week just writing it. I got the draft done in a week. And then I don't know, some projects are easier than others. Some I find, like with that one, I was very much able to sort of come back into it quite easily. But the one that I'm writing at the minute, supposed to be writing, um, instead of writing epilogues for books I was supposed to have finished by now, um, it's
Some people.
very emotional and it's very hard to get back into it.
Oh yeah, that makes sense. That definitely makes sense. But I think I think that's awesome because I'm trying to think back, but I think I can pretty much 100% say after doing all of these ones I've done, you're the first author that doesn't like think about I'm going to try to write this much every day or write this many days a week or whatever. Like, so keep that energy because that's good. That's gonna you're enjoying writing and you look forward to it, and it's gonna help you not burn out because sometimes people are like, I got to write this much per day for this many days straight so I can get it done by this time, and I feel like that can put so much pressure on an author.
I tried with the whole I'm going to do this amount of words each day, but I think when you're chronically ill or you're
Hmm.
disabled, it's not as like,
No.
yes, I'm not working, so that's a very I should have all the time in the world, but the amount of time I spend going to the doctor,
Yeah.
I have to go up to central London for my physiotherapy, so that takes like an entire morning in itself.
Hmm.
I'll have days where I wake up and I physically can't really be a person. It takes me
Right.
hours to be able to even function. It isn't like a good idea to try and push yourself. I already feel quite a lot of guilt. Poor Saffron has to listen to pretty much every thought I ever have, and the amount of time she's been like, "Do you understand how much you've done, considering that you have days you can't even walk?"
Exactly.
I, it's very hard trying to sort of reconcile the disability and into an everyday life as well. So I try. I don't always manage it, but I try so hard not to put extra strain on myself
Hmm.
with things like word counts and
Yeah.
deadlines. I gave myself a deadline for this book that I'm meant to be writing now, and I did it for the first one, and I hit it just. And this one, I should be in stage 2 by now, and I haven't even finished the first draft. I've got a quarter of a first draft, and I'm having to just be like, no, it's
Hmm.
fine. You've got until August.
That's right. You got time.
Yeah. At that point, it does need to be in some form finished because you have to submit it, but they're not
Right.
even going to be looking at the content. They're going to be, have you done the project?
Right. Right.
So,
Yeah. Yeah. So at some point, right, you don't want to keep overthink it too much, but you don't want to put pressure on yourself when you've got all that time still.
yeah.
It's all going to work out. But yeah, I agree. Like with Saffron, it's I'm sure it's tough. I mean, just as human, it's very easy for us to get down on ourselves or be hard on ourselves. And I cannot even imagine what it's like, what you go through. I think that when someone has, a serious illness or disability like you have, it's almost a full time job in itself, just dealing with that and everything that comes with it. And to be able to also find time and energy to do this, which, it's a dream you're chasing, but it also, you're going to school to get that degree. Like this is also your job. Like it doesn't matter how much money you make from it or anything like that. Like it's your passion and it's your job. So you being able to do both and balance them should be applauded, and you feel really good about it. But human nature, we like to beat up on ourselves. So,
And
so
and
it
I
makes
I
sense.
am aware that I am very lucky in that I am able to do this and I'm able to do the degree, and that I am lucky in that I technically am considered to have a mild presentation. It doesn't feel it, but I
Right?
am
Let's say I'm sure it doesn't feel
yeah.
like a mild
I was
presentation.
like, I miss Sarah from like 8 years ago before any of this really got to this extent, but
Yeah,
it is what it is, you know?
yeah, yeah, yeah. I mean, and that's hard too, because yeah, it's not like this was a illness that you have always had from day one, and it's just been the exact same, right? It's
No, I
there
think
was a time
it
where you
is.
didn't have to deal with any of this.
I think I have had it from day one. I just think it just has progressed. I
Yeah.
think, like, thinking back to my childhood, I'm like, "Oh my god, yeah, that's a symptom of
Mhm.
hypermobility
Yeah.
spectrum disorder,"
When
and
you're a kid, you have no idea.
I didn't know, but, like, oh well, you know?
Yeah, it is what it is. So I
I
think
would
that you
love to write
handle
a
very
character
well.
or, like, consult on a character with HSD at some point.
Yeah.
I think that would be fascinating, and I'd really like to see how someone else does it, you know? Because it's one thing having the lived experience, but it's another thing seeing how it's perceived by
Yeah.
people who don't.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. I
So what
think
I'm
that
saying, any of you in the chat who maybe want to write a character with Ehlers-Danlos or hypermobility spectrum disorder, please let me be a consultant.
yes, yes.
You don't
You heard
ask,
it
you
here,
don't get.
people. Well, and I want to say I think it's interesting too. Don't completely write off the idea of the fantasy because my favorite fantasy books and characters. I love when you take fantasy tropes and worlds and things like that, but you bring in characters that have very real world issues and things that they're fighting against. And having a character in a fantasy series or book that has the same illness that you have could be very interesting when you add it in with all of that stuff.
I think it could work. I definitely think it could work. I just don't know if I'm the right person, you know?
Well, hey, you have a long and awesome writing career ahead of you, so never say never. But what
Thank
you're doing right now is awesome. So keep doing what you're doing.
Oh, we hope.
You will. You're having too much fun with it, and
Yeah, I am having a lot
you're
of
too
fun.
passionate about it. I
Yeah.
can't see it changing.
Yeah, I can't wait for next year where I can just, like, show the scroll off to everyone.
Yes, the scroll.
Scroll.
You should do like a live unveiling on somewhere on somebody's channel, or
Yeah,
with
I'm
with a
gonna
group of people. I think that would be awesome.
and this will be when the cat wants to get involved and I'll lose the scroll.
Yes, that's right beforehand.
I'll be like, "No, bring it back."
All right, we'll try this again in a few years. The scroll tube. Oh man, that is awesome. All right, well, it's already been almost an hour. Can you believe that?
I
This is just
know.
flying by. So I will have to wrap it up here. Like I told you before, I have to pick up my son from driver's ed, and I just got a message from him and his instructor saying, "Can you come 20 minutes early because it's his
Oh,
last
no.
drive, and they need me to fill out paperwork." I'm like, "Oh yeah, sure, that's no big deal.
Oh, that doesn't
I'm not in the
happen.
middle of anything." So I definitely will. I want to have you back on eventually so that we can go a little longer and I can ask you more questions. But this has been a blast. Thank you so much for coming on.
Thank you for
Um,
having me. I've had
of
so much fun.
course. Yes, I would love to
Oh,
have you on again anytime.
Saffron wants to ask a
Oh,
Womble.
yeah, of course. You got it. We got always have room for that. So
Last
go ahead.
question.
Oh, and here we go too. We can call it scrolled.
Scrolled.
I love it. I love it. All right, Saffron, throw your question in there. I'll and while she's doing
Can't
that,
wait to see what she's gonna come up with.
I know I can't wait for that. But while Saffron is coming up with that, just real quick, everybody, again in the description is Sarah's website and books, so make sure that you check them out. Look at those awesome
I can
covers.
work out where a camera is.
You got it. You got it. They're both fully
Yeah.
in there. In there. Awesome stuff. So be sure to check that out down below. Support her. And I can't wait to get these books and read them. And as you can see, they're nice, short, quick novellas. So we all love to read those in between those big chunky books we like to read. So hop on it.
And hopefully you won't faint. No one has fainted yet.
Not yet. Not yet.
Yeah.
But who knows? We'll see. We'll see. Here we go. All right. Saffron said, if you had to pick a Womble to learn circus tricks with, which would you pick and which tricks would you learn with them?
I would pick Wellington because I think Wellington would absolutely hate the trapeze, but
Ooh,
I think he would give it a go anyway. And I would not be allowed on the trapeze. I would have to be the spotter. But that's what I would do.
I like it. There you go. There you go. That was a good good Womble question there. Oh, and Trinity said, sweet covers. There you go.
Thank you. I designed them myself
You did an awesome job. They
because
are
I'm a control freak and I cannot physically let myself outsource.
well, they really stand out. They pop. So
Thank you.
you did a
Japanese
good
one is
job.
pretty good as well. If I
Very nice. Look at that. She says she was thinking that. Oh
go get
man,
the address or
that
something.
is
Actually, he
good
has
stuff.
my address, so he could actually come and beat me up, but he won't win. So
That's right. That's
yeah.
right.
No one can beat me, the girl whose joints don't stay in place.
Oh man. All right. Well, before we go, do you? I'll give you the floor so you can shout out. Is there anything you want to shout out or talk about before we go?
No, I can't think of anything. Buy
That's
the
okay.
books.
I
Buy the
mean, we already
books.
talked about your books, so buy
I
Sarah's
forgot.
books. They're in
I
the
forgot
description.
why I was here. So, AMISSIS LIBERIS, it's solely on Amazon, and Hypochondria, the physical copies are on Amazon and also Ape Books in the UK and Blackwell's in the UK,
Nice.
and it's available pretty much anywhere on ebook apart from Kindle.
All right, there we go. Go snag them, everybody. Thank you, live chat, for hanging out. You guys were awesome as always. And if you're watching on replay, we appreciate you as well. Have a fantastic day. I'll see you on the next episode. And until then, as I always say, devour your TBRs. Be brave, be beautiful to one another, and be